Well, good evening and welcome back to Andy's Cavern. How all doing tonight, guys? Hope you're all good out there. Well, a happy birthday tune. Happy birthday, Oleksander Usyk. 39 years of age today. Well, it's just today, 17th of January 2026. Which is, of course, the same date as Muhammad Ali's birthday, as we've discussed before. So, happy birthday, Usyk, and good health and many more of them. Usyk is, of course, currently probably my favourite fighter, certainly my favourite heavyweight fighter at the moment, who's active. I just think he's a fantastic role model and just a fantastic boxer. He's just a great boxer, and he comes across as a great human being as well, doesn't he? So I mean, he is saying he's going to fight on. They're talking about him fighting Deontay Wilder, or he's talking about fighting Deontay Wilder come, I think they're talking late April, early May. There's talk of some big show in San Francisco, but Shelley Finkel, Deontay Wilder's manager's come out and said there's no word of Wilder fighting on that. So there's been talks of Las Vegas, and Los Angeles. Don't get my losses and lasses mixed up. So there's been talk of that. When I first heard about it, as you probably know, it's not a fighter I really think I want to see it, but I will watch it. Having a boxing channel, if I'm going to talk about boxing, I gotta watch boxing. But Wilder's way past his best, though a lot of people talk about boxers' speech if they're taking too much punishment. Wilder's speech actually comes across okay when he talks, but that doesn't really mean he's not shot, does it? I think he's shot. I think his legs have deserted him a long time ago. And he hasn't really showed anything in his last few fights, though he got a win. He didn't look great, but you never know. I don't know. We'll wait and see what transpires. I think Usyk just wants Wilder's name on his record. I can see the point of that. Wants to beat all the top guys from his era. Now, I heard Big John Fury, the big fighting man, I heard him talking about Usyk didn't want any part of Wilder when he was top of his game, but as far as I remember, I'd have to check dates to confirm this. I think Usyk was still the cruiserweight champion when Wilder was top of his game, was he not? So, I don't know what he's on about there. I mean, on the subject of Tyson Fury, he's vowing to be champion again, isn't he? He's coming out making big statements about how big his balls are, and doesn't matter, big punchers don't faze him and that, but he's getting on a bit now. He might get nailed to the canvas like he claims nobody could ever do. I think he said Brendan Inglewood said the only way to stop Tyson Fury is to nail him to the canvas with 6-inch nails and keep him down. But Father Time is undefeated, as we've said many times, so if he does go in with Wardley, I think Wardley is it. Personally, I think Wardley at the moment would stop him if he went in with Wardley. I think Wardley would hammer him. He goes on about having a great chin and recovery powers, but he's not the defensive genius that a lot of people claim he is, because he wouldn't have been dropped all that many times. If you're a defensive genius, you don't get hit very much, do you? So I think he's been hit a lot more than some people like to make out. I'm not saying he's not a good fighter. I've just got to say what I see, don't I? I've got to be honest. No interest in attacking BS. So we'll see I'll have to see whose comeback opponent's going to be. You can't just go into title fights coming off of losses or big layoffs. I don't think that's right. I think you need to work your way back into contention by taking on contenders who are highly rated, but we'll wait and see. Money talks, doesn't it? So boxing's not always as straightforward as it probably should be. Too much politics and money and whatnot involved. People who should be getting shots, not getting shots, and it's going on for years, isn't it? It's not a new thing. Wardley Chisora and Zhang versus Dubois, Zhili Zhang versus Daniel Dubois. 2 fights I'm sure I heard Frank Warren talking about as possible matchups. Would I like to see them? Chisora is way past his sell-by date, isn't he? What's he, 42 now? But he has had 3 wins, hasn't he? So you've got to say Fury's coming off of 2 losses, so you've got to say Chisora's probably more deserving than Fury would be a fighting Wardley. Same with Dubois, he's coming off a loss against Usyk, isn't he? So you can't really say, though it's a fight I'd watch, him and Dubois and Wardley, but Wardley is now the champion, so you can't have people coming off defeats getting title shots. That's doesn't sit right with me, but that's only my opinion, as I always say. You may disagree. If you disagree, that's fine by me. I'm not here to tell people what to think or what to say or what to do. I'm only here to chat about boxing and give my honest opinion. So yeah, I'd watch the fights. It's probably a dangerous fight for Chisora, but you never know. You never know. He might pull one out the bag again, but it's the damage he's putting on himself for long term, isn't it? You kind of cringe, yeah. You kind of cringe. But if he's passing medicals, wants to fight, people are paying him to fight, people are paying to see him fight, what can I do about it? I gotta sit back and watch the train wreck, which is what it potentially could be. Other heavyweight rumblings, Lauren Sokoli, WBC #1 contender, has been calling out Ajit Kabayel, who is the WBC interim champion, as we see him. He just got his win over Damien Kaniba. Was it last weekend, I think it was. So controversial early stoppage by the referee in my book, but I think it was only going to go that way at some point. But I think being an interim title fight, Kaniba should have had the benefit of the doubt. But the fight before that, the referee was quite prepared to watch somebody get killed, it looked like. You know, he was just, he wasn't stopping that for, even when the towel came in, he still tried to wave the fight on. But maybe that's why Mark Lyson went towards the what would you say, the side of caution, as opposed to letting the fight naturally play out, you might say. But so Okolie against Kabayel, I think that'd be a good matchup. Okolie's certainly putting himself out there to get big fights, isn't he? So let's see what happens. I think he's come back from injury. He fought Ebenezer Tete, didn't he? But that was a guy that was put in front of him to fight, wasn't it? So he could only beat who's put in front of him and did what he had to do there. So that was just probably, you could say, a mark in time fight. But so that's the heavyweight rumblings I've been hearing about. What's going to come out of it, we'll maybe see in the coming weeks when we get dates and times. I think when I was on with Russ the last time, he was talking about there's all these top 15 heavyweights, but none of them are fighting. There's no dates for any of them or whatnot. So we'll wait and see if any dates come out in this next week or two. I think that the suggestions that Turki Al Sheikh's taking a back seat. At the moment, there's no any sign of any big Riyadh season fights or that at the moment. Are these guys all sitting tight, waiting on the big money for that? Of course, the Moses Atumo shows, as I've discussed before, being put back till, I think it's March, isn't it? Is it 28th of March? It's been put back till then. So now they're saying he's got a torn bicep. I'd heard it was an ankle injury, but there was nothing really confirmed about that, but they're now saying it's a torn bicep. So once he overcomes that, if that's what it is, we shall look forward to that fight. I think Franklin could take him a few rounds. He could take him maybe 6 rounds or so. We'll wait and see. He needs somebody to give him rounds, doesn't he? He's needing to get experience, but it must be frustrating for him as well, I would say. That's maybe how he seems so bored when he gets interviewed or whatnot, but we'll wait and see what happens. So I think that's all I've got for tonight. Just again, happy birthday, Usyk. And we'll look forward to see him back in the ring sometime soon. So, and don't forget my sponsors, Perth Auto Recyclers. If you've got an old car needing taken to the scrapyard in the sky, give Grant or Craig a shout and they'll help you out. And Elite BM Services, who are, I believe, according to AI sources, if you put in a review, what is the best BMW service department in Perth, they tell you, it tells you it's Elite BM Services. So they are the guys to sort your BMW, whether it be needing service, repaired, generally looked after, or you need some advice on the car. Pop in or give a shout to Ian and Simon, who are happy to help you. Service with a smile. They're good guys and very knowledgeable and skilled at fixing BMWs, so give them a shout. They've got all the latest diagnostic equipment, etc., and they can use genuine parts if required. Okie dokie guys, I think that's about it for tonight. If there's anything else I've forgotten, I will put it in my next video. So thanks to all you who have already subscribed to the channel, it's very much appreciated. And if those of you who haven't, please like and subscribe to Andy's Cavern. And till the next time, it's good night from me and good night to you. Cheery bye the new. Cheers.